All right, here we are for another day. The market is about to open. Looking at the range of overnight for Rivian, and I'm going to set an alert on the top and the bottom and get my orders ready. So I'm going to buy one out of the money expiring next week and try to get in and out if it breaks these ranges over here. Let's get our orders ready. Let's see, 0.99. We're going to have enough here for about 6 contracts on the upside, and let's do 2 out of the money here. Not a lot of open interest here, but yesterday we had this trade with a huge win right here, and Rivian's been on an uptrend on the mornings, except for this morning. It was a big downtrend and then it recovered. Okay, for puts, I don't like how this open interest is so low, and you can see the spread is not good because of that. I'm going to take a look at what the contracts are that are expiring tomorrow look like. This is what I'm used to trading. So I am going to switch to that. Okay, looking to possibly go short here. We got 17 contracts. If it breaks this range, definitely want to be careful here on this level because this is the 200 SMA over here. Usually it bounces off this level, so I want to make sure before I enter that it breaks this level. So on the upside here, this is expiring next week. By the time I would get in over here, I'd have enough for about 5 contracts if this does break on the upside. But if you look at Rivian the last 6 months, you can see that the past couple of days it had this major recovery here, and now this whole general area right here is a big resistance. It did break the 200 SMA though, which is a good bullish sign. And if it does break, I'd be getting in right here. The next resistance point is around 0.7% right here. So what I would do is I would definitely want to sell half and then set my stop loss to where I bought at. And on the downside, you can see if I would get in past the break of the SMA here, then the next kind of major resistance is way down here in this level. Okay, it did kind of break a little bit here by put at 34. And a nice big pop here. Okay, now it's on the SMA. This could potentially be an area of support, so I'm very careful on this level here. So I would only want to enter if it breaks below the 200 SMA. You can see it's bouncing back right now. I would feel more comfortable going long right now, actually. Okay, I'm shorting over here. And got in a 0.35. I would get stopped out over here. My first profit target would be around this level right here. So I'm going to set an alert there. And then the next one would be in this level right here. Right now it looks like it's being rejected, but we're in with $590. Currently it's at 0.35. We have 17 contracts. So because this stop loss is so wide, obviously my profit targets are also going to be very wide. This is where, if it ever hits this is where it becomes a risk-free trade. I set my stop loss to where I bought at, but I do have a third target also if it breaks below even this range right here. Okay, so I got my alerts set. I'm going to move on with my day, do some other things, and then check back in when I decide to do something. Okay, so as you can see here, we're way in the opposite direction, had a nice rally, and now it's coming back down more towards where I got in at. We're currently down 20%, got in at 0.35 and it's currently at 0.27, but it is below yesterday's close. It is looking pretty bearish still, and now it just broke that level. Okay, so we are at 0.35 where I got in at. Still at break even. And that's the thing with options, right? Even though I'm at a 0.5% profit, with options it's break even because it rallied right here before it dropped. So everything is dependent on time, unfortunately. And right here we're reaching my first profit target. So basically what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to de-risk this trade by selling right here 7 contracts, a little less than half, and I'll try to get out at 0.39. All right, so we have this order here, 0.39. That is actually the ask right now. 0.41, so this should get filled. All right, this got filled at 0.39. This is my next profit target here. But what I want to do now is protect this profitable trade. So I'm going to set an alert here when it's approaching where I got in at. I have 10 contracts left, $400. If I set a stop limit order, my limit price, that's where I bought at, 0.35. I don't want it to go below then and turn into a negative trade. So then my stop price needs to be above that a little bit, so it gets triggered at 0.37 and then it'll get filled at 0.35 or 6. So I'm going to set this. There's a very high likelihood that this will get hit though, but it just protects the trade from going into the red. Right now it's at 0.42. If it'll go to just even here, then that order will probably get filled. Okay, so I'm going to get my order ready here. We're up 35%. So I'm going to cancel this stop limit order so that I have the contracts available to sell. With 10 contracts, so I'm going to sell 4 of them. 0.49 current ask right now. So if this dips down to 0.50, that's when we'll get filled. And another nice little dip down, 0.52. All right, so we got filled at 0.49 for 4 contracts, which is a second profit target. And over here, that's a 42% gain. So we have $300 left in this position. And the next profit target is the big win down here. This is the support right here. I'm not sure why I set it below that, but this clearly is a major support. So I'm actually gonna leave a little bit in case it breaks though, because it's just so bearish right now. If it breaks below this level, and I would sell another 3 contracts here, and then the next level down after that. So that would be going for the big win right there. I do want to again protect these contracts with a stop limit order, 6 contracts. Bought at 0.35 is the limit price, and the stop price a little above that at 0.37. So when I'm in this position, I always just want to get out and lock in the profits and not let these bigger winners run, you know. It's already such a huge profit, but because my stop loss is so wide, I really need to let these winners run. Otherwise, it just doesn't even make sense to take the trade, because I'm going to have a lot of small wins and then I'm going to have huge loss. So I need to go for the huge wins as well. All right, I'll check back in. I might have gotten filled already here. Let's see, 0.41. So that is dangerously close here to 0.37. Because it looks like it didn't get filled. So this happens sometimes with the stop loss order for options. So I'm going to do this manually 6, and it's 0.34 right now is the level where we'd definitely get filled at. I'm going to submit this just to be safe. And we got filled at 0.34, which is actually lower than what we bought at. Okay, so looking at the history, you add up all the cells, so that comes out to 673. So it's only a $78 gain there. It's basically because we were going for the big win. It would have been about $178, or it would have been about $200 if we just sold everything on this level here. But I always like to go for the big wins, and sometimes it doesn't pay off. But anyways, it was a green trade. So that is going to be it. I'm going to be done for the day, and I will see you tomorrow.